In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the control window and the ice setup page. So when you open Zuzor, Zuzor is made up of two different windows. There's the content window, which is what you're seeing now. It shows all of the real-time generated content, but there's also the control window that controls it. In this content window, you can see our watermark. When you use Zuzor authoring, you can actually make it fade away by pressing and holding the letter D to disappear. And then that way you're able to better preview the experiences you're working on and really see their interactions. So again, we're looking at the content window here, and you can see the person moving left and right. Now, other than this window, there's also the control window. Now, the control window here sets all the parameters for the content window, sets its position, its size, and even the eye setup options. So you can move the window left and right, up and down by just moving the X start and Y start values. So you can do everything here through the sliders, or actually by putting in the pixel value, or going plus minus to actually change the size one by one. So if we change the window width, as you can see here, it actually dynamically resizes all of the content. So the window, video, the assets, everything gets stretched or obscured to basically resize and match the new window size. And in that way we can place it in the right position, move it left to right, up, down, to put it exactly where we want it to be on our display. And again, you can actually put in the value, or you can go pixel by pixel to really match that edge. For example, if you're doing an installation on an LED wall. Now, you can actually see on the bottom here what we're seeing as the live input. In this case, we're set up as a simulation mode, as you can see up top. So it's a recording, but if you use a live mode, you'll actually see what the camera is seeing there. Now, all the controls here are actually available on your eye setup page. So you can click that button to open eye setup. And the same parameters, the width, height, position, and more are all available right there. So you can see all the sliders you see in your control window are also available on the eye setup page. Now, in different scenarios where the camera might be set up differently, you might have it set up across from the display, under the display, opposite to the display. So it's really easy to just change and flip the camera feed either vertically or horizontally. So you can see those buttons there, the horizontal and vertical flip. And you have that same option on your eye setup page under eye placement. And again, you can see it's normal, flipped, opposite, or both. Now, all the additional controls that are what we call the eye focus, you can get by pressing the additional control button on the bottom left. And there you can actually set much more nuances on how the eye is filtered. For example, we can set exactly how deep it's looking and what area it's actually paying attention to. We're in simulation mode, so we're not going to tinker with it now, but a different video will talk about it. And you can actually have it learn the background. So if there's furniture, you can click learn, and the system will dynamically learn the environment. So you can see the person here moving left to right, but if the camera is either too far away or too close, you can rescale it. So here we can use scale graphics to increase or decrease the size of that dynamic content to better position it on the screen, but we can also move it left and right. So if the camera is not quite centered, you can use this offset either in X or in Y to reposition the content and have what you want to be centered on your content window. Now you can see all the experiences queued up by clicking the experience option. Here again, we have the default experience. When you push more experiences, you'll see them queue here. Cool. Now you know a little bit about the control window, and now we'll go more in depth on the content